Well, hello, everybody. How are we doing on this Friday night? Hopefully, well. Good to see you all as usual. Appreciate everyone being here. Of course, this is another Friday night Patreon giveaway. For those of you that don't know, Patreons get 6 samples of their choosing. We'll go through what all those options are. Something like 300 bottles in the collection now, so it's a lot. A lot of them you can see around me, though. Several Larceny barrel proofs, Elijah Craig barrel proofs. I got Elijah Craig picks. We got Storytime picks. We got Still Austin Nancy picks. We got Old Kirk over there. We got Balcones picks. E.H. Taylor's sitting there and other Wellers and things. All kinds of stuff. Patreons, you guys pretty well know what they are. Anyway, as the little ticker down at the bottom says there, Patreons, if you would like extra entries in tonight's giveaway, more than the ones you get from your patronage, then Cash App, PayPal is how you do that there for extra entries. Otherwise, good luck, Patreons. And if you're not a Patreon, then, follow the link in the description box and you can sign up for our patronage for as little as $5 a month. And then you too can have a chance at samples. Yeah. So anyway, with all that said, I have nothing poured yet. I wanted to see what some of you guys were drinking, and then maybe I will drink along with you. But let's get to a little bit of chat, shall we? Well, first off, we got John Kranz in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. What do you got in glass, man? May y'all have what you're having.
Little Four Roses small batch.
Okay.
Been working until after midnight every day all this week, so it's my first pour since Sunday.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, yeah.
Gotta break it in tonight.
Makes sense to start with low proof for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll be drinking quite a bit. So.
All right. Let's see here. We got Mark Mason chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. William Hall. Cheers. Stacy, the queen of Irish whiskey. Cheers to you, Stacy. Good to see you. William Reynolds. Good to see you as well. And we got Tim Robertson. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, man. Cheers. All currently at a wedding party, but watching in the background. So there you go. Awesome. Appreciate that, Tim. Good stuff, man. Well, I'm going to hop off screen here, and I'm going to join John and little Four Roses there. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, Mark Mace, William Hall. Cheers, boys.
It's way down at the other end of the room, but now we have it. All right. It's been a while since I've had this, about halfway through this bottle there. But, yeah, I remember liking it.
I haven't bought one for years. This was my mom's favorite, but they're in their 80s now, so they gave up drinking. So they brought a bunch of bottles of vermouth and a few bottles of whiskey. Said, "Here, you take them." I'm like,
oh, there you go. Cool. Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Well, you might want to.
Small batch I get is a select.
Oh, okay. You might want to tell your mom though about apparently the oldest man alive, at least was. I don't know if he still is. Yeah. Has like a shot of whiskey every day. So cheers to that.
If I didn't have to go to work in the morning, that would be a great idea.
Let's see here. Stacy, I'm having Dunville's 10-year Palo. I'm probably just, you know what?
Palo.
That. Yeah, Palo.
Cortado.
Cortado. Okay.
Yeah.
Finnish single malt. Interesting.
So that one I think is a sherry.
OJ for hire. Hello, cool folks. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Great shot in the house. I got to get you some samples out. I'm going to spend basically all weekend packaging up samples. I owe a lot of people samples. So, and even more after tonight. So yeah, lots of sample packing up over the weekend. So here, my sister-in-law has fallen ill today. My wife and hanging in the hospital. Not life-threatening issues with the heart are always touch and go. Oh yeah, well yeah. Well, hey man. Thoughts and prayers, Mark. Hopefully, everything works out as best possible. Yeah. Hopefully, so. Yeah. Hopefully, your family and everything gets through this as best as possible. Yeah. Cheers, brother. Baller. Okay. Palo Cortado is fancy sherry. All right, fair enough. It is fancy because I can't pronounce it. All right, Baller, what's up, man? Cheers, buddy. I gotta say, this is better than I remember, maybe. Not bad. Not a bad way to start the night.
Easy to drink to warm the palate up.
Yeah. I wish I could say I hadn't drank since last Sunday. I probably need to take a break.
Well, see, I didn't have to be up till noon, so I hung backstage with Vic and Darrell Sunday night after Livewire, and it was probably 2:30 my time.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And those two were still going yet. So.
It happens.
So we just sat there BSing and drinking. It was fun.
Good times for sure. So again, Patreon's lots of new bottles. I've acquired something like 26 new bottles in the last 30 days or less. And of course, that was bought over many months, and they just kind of all showed up at one time. But yeah. Speaking of, John, I need to get with you offline about getting some of those Driftless picks if they're still around.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of the next thing that I want to send some money out for. Yeah, I'd like to get at least 2, maybe 3, and like do the third one as a giveaway.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to my buddy. I'm on my last bottle, and it's more than halfway gone too, so I'll have to pick tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we're going to pick up do a bourbon pick again, because there's a lot of cases of this rye left, but the bourbon was already gone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the Driftless bourbon. It's good stuff too, but man, their ryes are just next level. Yeah.
I think the same thing of Wilderness too. I think it's basically the rye and that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had some bourbons that are good, but the one rye that I've had has just been phenomenal.
Yeah, I would agree, man. Yeah, the rye is for sure the standout to me in the lineup. I like the rye bourbon better than the wheater, but
yeah, much better. Yeah.
But still, I don't think it's as standout, especially in that price range. You know, they're around $50. There's some pretty strong competition at that price range. So, it's kind of hard for me to reach for that bottle real often when there's so many other great ones in that same price point.
The 100 proofer of the wheater took me a long time to drink. There just really wasn't much there.
Yeah, it's kind of thin. Yeah, and it's got a lot of that wheat funk more than some other wheaters that I don't really love. So, Slapshot, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Brian. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, full roast, good stuff. Any recent pickups, John? Or are you still kind of?
I'm on hold, and then I got flipped to working second shift this week, so I haven't even gone to a store.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go grocery shopping tomorrow. We'll see if I find anything. Don't climb out.
Yeah, man.
I've got enough to drink, though.
Well, while we have a few in chat, and I don't want to get into this right now because that will be the topic for Mash and Metal, but we're going to be talking all about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame tonight. Although, you know, we'll get into this much deeper as the night goes on, but once we're over on Mash and Metal, but maybe we should rename it, huh? Maybe, maybe it's time. It's time to rename
Hall of Fame for every genre, and they could stick with their genre.
Yeah, I mean, just call it the Music Hall of Fame, and just stop calling it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because it's not. It's a very, I don't know. At this point, it's almost like an ironic name. It's, I don't know. It's like anytime there's actually a rock group up for to be inducted, they don't get in, but the pop groups do. So yeah.
So
it's like the anti-rock.
If they're letting those groups in, you can't say Cleveland Rocks anymore.
This is true. Yeah. You know, I don't know if I were in the area. I don't know if I would even stop in there these days. It's just I don't know. The whole kind of like, I don't know if it's like wokeness or I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what's happening that Iron Maiden is still not in. even though they were in the voting. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we'll talk more about that later tonight. Also, random news story. Thanks to Russell Brand. Apparently, child labor is back. So good times. Yeah.
I saw about the ECBP too. So.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. So for those of you that didn't see the video, the live discussion we had earlier in the week, and anyone that doesn't know, I feel like everybody probably knows already, but yeah, ECBP losing the 12-year, well, not losing, but the age is going to vary from here out. So now this next batch is what, like 11 years, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. So still really close to 12 years. And if that's all they do with it is just, stay within like a year or two up or down, just to get better barrels to blend into the batch, then great. Yeah. I have no issue with that at all. My concern, as I said on the discussion earlier in the week, is that maybe they use that to really start, throwing some younger stuff in there. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to see where this goes, and I'm also curious to see what this first batch of this varying age statement is like. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on it, John?
Well, I'm wondering about the price as well. What's going to happen there?
They say it's still going to be $70.
Okay,
so.
If it stays there, fine. As long as it's a good bottle, a good blend. I guess I'm not going to get too bent out of shape about it.
Yeah.
But like when they went from the 6-year bottled and bond to the 7, and the price went up 3 times.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, can you trust what they're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I too wonder, what's the plan? Because, Remus started in roughly the same kind of price point bracket, and then now they're 100, 110 most of the time, and similar idea, varying ages, all blended together. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Heaven Hill does with it. First off, Eric Dismarius, cheers, brother. Good to see you, man. Sure Kitty in the house as well, and Big Vic.
Hey, Vic.
That Big Vic energy. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Eric saying, I think we see 2 solid ECBP batches before we start seeing younger blends. I hope so. I hope we at least get 2. Hopefully they stay at least 11 plus, even a 10 plus year. I'm good with.
I just had a 10-year private barrel. It was a 128 proof. That might have been one of the best barrel proofs I've had from them.
Yeah.
So as long as it's a good blend, I'm not going to get too excited about it.
So really, Vic, is this the only reason you came here? To ask me when I'm shutting down? Oh, you're going to go live whenever you want to go live anyway. But no, so Whiskey Wars, this stream will be over in 2 hours. So 10:45 my time. What is that, California? 7:45 your time? Something like that?
Yeah, it'll be 9:45 mine, yep.
And then we'll be heading over to Mashmel. So to your point, John, and like a lot of the folks said on the discussion earlier in the week, so this is an 8-year barrel. Fantastic. My Pablo Escobar too. And then my other pick over there, which was my whiskey of the year last year, is also an 8-year bottle. So yeah, I mean, Heaven Hill does great stuff at younger age statements. So I guess we shouldn't be real worried. I just I hope they use it to make a better product, not a worse, I guess is the concern. So
yeah, just keep it in that same profile, and maybe some of the younger stuff will round it out a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah, I hope that's the case. Lee's saying you can trust Heaven Hill more than Saserac. Absolutely, that's always true. Yes. Basically, anybody you can trust anybody more than you can trust Saserac. Yeah. See here, we got no, bro. I'm messing with you, bro. Miss you, bro. Okay. Good enough. Hey, I might have to, if I'm still up and you're going, I might have to pop in after Mash Metal. I don't think that we're going to do a super long Mash Metal tonight Just going to get through the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff and play a few bands that are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is basically everything that we listen to on Mash Metal, except for Metallica and Sabbath. Those are the only two. Well, no, and Priest. Metallica, Sabbath, and Priest are the only metal bands in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So yeah. This damn wedding party only has Anheuser-Busch products, so I'm having to drink Budweiser because I refuse to drink Bud Light. Fair enough, yeah. For reasons. Right. That's unfortunate, though. Man, Budweiser.
I worked for one of their distributors for years, and I wouldn't drink Bud Light because it was water.
Yeah, for sure.
But now you just have other reasons too, so.
One of the guys that works for us, I was taking him home, and he wanted to stop by the liquor store, and they changed their layout here to where they now have a beer fridge that you can walk in, you know. And so because of that, he couldn't find what he was looking for. He's like, "Yeah, man, it took me a long time to find the good stuff." And he brought in a case of Budweiser. I was like, "Well, looks like you didn't find it." Looks like you never did find it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, farm country here, everybody comes out with a 30-pack of Busch Light. That's...
Yeah, I don't get the Budweiser love. There was one guy, actually, so it was my cousin's ex-wife's father-in-law. So yeah, it's a long...
Okay.
Anyway, he liked Budweiser so much that we actually just nicknamed him Budweiser because he always had a Budweiser in his hand, like every time we ever saw him.
I grew up drinking it. I still drink it every once in a while. So, hey, Mark.
Your cousin's ex-wife's father-in-law? What?
Former roommate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about as far removed from me as a person could be. But really just a guy I used to know.
There you go. That would have made it a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
You know, this guy I used to know.
Yeah, because now I do not associate with my cousin's ex-wife because she's a horrible human, and damn her straight to hell. I hope she burns in a fire for the rest of her life. Not that I believe in hell, but, create it for her maybe.
Cheers, Tater Dom.
Wasn't that Mr. Garrison? You go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
That's right.
South Park now.
Tater Dom, what's up, man? Cheers.
Hey, Tater.
Yeah, she's an awful, awful human. Yep. I dislike her tremendously. Yeah.
Some people can improve.
See her on Tuesday.
Sometimes it takes quite a while for them to improve, but they can.
Some people don't try to improve. Some people just try to be crappy on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that too. Some people are just that way, or they're just not going to. So it's like, all right, then, if that's the way you want to be, then you be you.
It's like, hey, how can I make your life more difficult today? I'm going to do that thing. Like, oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Like a sign I saw, unless they're wearing a diaper, you can't change them. So.
Yeah. Well, that's like, with helping people. Some people I've helped them, and they're just not going to help themselves. So I'm just not going to do everything for you, and I stop helping them.
And then they get angry.
Yeah, then they get angry. Why aren't you helping me? Because you're not doing anything to help yourself.
Yep.
So I'm not going to do everything for you. What do you want me to live my life for you? And that's not going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Bourbon School in the house. Cheers, Brian. Good to see you.
Jim.
Also, folks, hadn't mentioned it yet, but we've had a lot of great channels in here already. So Big Vic here, Slapshots Roadhouse, of course, Bourbon School, Four Leaf Whiskey. If you're not already, go do all the YouTube things. Pinch Hitter, Jim here in the house as well. Another great channel. Yeah, go sub and watch the videos and give them all the likes and the love, and do those things.
There you go.
Jim, what's up, man? So Jim saying, why are we talking about the leading manufacturer of artificial horse piss on a whiskey channel? Fair enough, Jim. Fair enough.
Yeah. I never could drink Budweiser. Bud Light was just horrible. And then Budweiser regular would just straight up give me a headache, like one, not even through one can.
It gives me horrible acid reflux. Budweiser always gives me horrible acid reflux. Yeah.
The only product of Budweiser that I can drink is those the Bud Light Chilada, because of the Clamato juice and all that stuff mixed in. I can have a few of those,
I will give it to them if you're in the mood for a very light beer, and that has to be the stipulation here. The Bud Light Platinum is a decent light beer if you're in the mood for a light beer. I rarely am, but as light beers go, it's not bad. It's also 6%, so that helps.
Yeah.
Never really in the mood for a light beer. I like a beer with flavor in it.
Yeah, so like usually, like the only situation, it's like a maybe 2 times a year thing, and that's like if I've had a hard day outside and I've just sweated my ass off. That's about the only time I want something really light like that. Dude, Base, cheers, man. Good to see you.
That usually calls for iced tea or just a lot of water for me.
Yeah, that's probably what I should do.
Yeah. Although recently I got some
lawnmower beers, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is, exactly. It's a lawnmower beer. Like when you've been out in the yard all day cleaning up the yard, and then you're like, yeah, I need a light beer to not kill me.
Well, I've tried that on the lawnmower and it doesn't work. It's because where I'm at right now, it's fairly windy most of the time. So I'm fine going this way, but as soon as I turn around and come back this way, the wind blows all the grass, and it'll coat like half of my body, which means it's getting into anything that I'm drinking. Even if I got a Yeti with the little slide lid on it and stuff, I still have to stop, clean all the grass and junk off of it before I can get a sip of whatever I'm having to drink.
Yeah, I never actually drink beer while mowing the lawn for the same reason, Mark. Wind, and also it's Kentucky, so it's not the smoothest ride. So the beer gets really foamy.
Yeah. Well, I usually have like iced tea or water, but I found now that I can't. The only way I can do that is have like the little water bottles, with the screw-on lid or something. That I can take with me, but being Texas, you can't take it with you for very long because within a half an hour it's hot. It's stupid hot. You don't even want to drink it.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. My only issue with iced tea is the lack of alcohol in it.
Well, you can fix that with things like vodka or maybe a little 80 proof or scotch or something might be pretty good in an iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
But clear spirits are for the devil. So no. Occasionally I'll have a vodka tonic. That's another drink I'll have if I want something light. Again, this is a twice a year thing maybe. Because whiskey is a thing. So
I do like a gin and tonic in the summertime. Yeah,
there you go.
Because it's one of those, a lot of lime juice in it and everything else. It's a nice kind of refreshing type drink. You don't want to be down here in 110 degrees sipping on a neat pour on the back porch, Now maybe I'll have old fashioned or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I am that guy, just for the record. I am the guy drinking whiskey in 110 degrees. I mean, I live in Florida, so it's basically the same. In the summer, it's not pleasant to be outside, but whiskey's still, if you drink enough, it's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's hot, but whiskey, so.
Well, now if sitting in the pool, like sitting on the steps about this deep in the water.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a different story.
Greg McDaniel, get behind someone at the grocery store checkout line, and you will believe in hell. I mean, fair. Especially when they start taking items of the order because they aren't enough funds. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, taking out items. Yeah, from the order. Yeah, for sure. That's why I always do self-checkout, because I have zero patience for anyone in front of me. I like to be as efficient as possible when shopping. So even though, every time I do the self-checkout thing, I do think of the Bill Burr stand-up bit. It was like, oh, I didn't realize I was working today. Let me grab my schmuck. Anyway.
I need to get myself an employee discount here.
They'll have 6 self-checks open, and that'll be the one day where everybody's got a cart like this, and they go to the self-checks. And then there's a line of like 50 people, and it's just like, forget it. You can come in for 2 things, but you'll be there a half hour.
Yeah.
Well, see, so around our parts, basically all the big carts go to regular checkout lines because, how can I put this? They're lazy pieces of shit.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's about as lightly as I can put that. Yeah. So yeah, they don't have the willpower to check themselves out. So yeah, that's where all the big carts, and they're usually like they're the carts that have like the wheelchair thing attached to them. And as far as I can tell, they're not actually disabled. They're just really lazy, because you'll see them walking after that. Like they're not like they can walk.
Yeah.
They just choose to not walk. Anyway, yeah.
There's
So fair enough on checkout lines.
There was one. God, okay, this is a lady in the scooter. I'm going to be nice. She was skinny challenged. Let's put it that way. If you know what I mean.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she had like half a dozen frozen pizzas and like a dozen cans of energy drink. And I'm like, lady, you can't even stand up. You're so big in that scooter. What do you need the energy drink for? I'm like, it's not like you're going anywhere.
It's probably just to keep from passing out. You know. You might fall asleep in the car without the energy drink.
Probably needs the energy drink to get from the couch to the stove, then back to the couch.
That's it. Let me take a shot of this energy drink here, and I might be able to make it to the bathroom.
I don't know. Maybe her husband said you need that to keep up at night. I don't know.
Jim, what's up, brother?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, you got me all night because I don't have to work in the morning. Hallelujah.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Awesome.
I took the day off. And frankly, after spending 3/4 of my basically 12-hour day on the window on the window helping people do what they do at the post office, I think I've had about enough of the public for a couple of days.
I'm one of those people that do what they do at the post office. No, I mean, I know that I'm a fairly annoying customer because I'm always trying to work out what's the best deal on this package, flat rate or.
Which is fine. I got no problem with that.
Yeah,
I get it. What I get annoyed is when is the people who is like, I can send a priority or I can send it first class, and the difference is 10 cents. I spend the dime. Fuck that. Really?
Exactly. That's always my thought. Like, oh, can you get there sooner for 10 cents? Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that for sure.
You get $100 of insurance, and I'll get there probably a day sooner for 10 cents. So, come on, screw.
Yeah, I shipped. I probably shouldn't say this on live. Shipped 2 bottles to Shredward Wednesday afternoon. They're already there in California.
There you go.
Nice.
Dang.
Hey, whiskey uncensored. Fuck you.
William Reynolds, when I was in the bush and Vietnam views the flying palace of Budweiser. What now? When I was in the bush and Vietnam, am I reading this wrong?
I think Budweiser is the only beer that they got over there. That was like an exclusive thing.
Okay, I got you. The bottle was see-through there, Jim, but we still know what you're drinking.
Foolproof.
It is really weird how like your head disappears.
Single barrel.
Okay,
single barrel.
I never know.
1792.
You know what? Actually, that reminds me, Jim. That's another thing that you Patreons can win. I have a foolproof pick that I got from this fantastic fella right here, Benjamin. Let me grab that.
Yeah. Unfortunately or fortunately, we're on the wrong channel, Ben. If we were on your channel, I'd show you how much of a man I actually am, but I won't do that in the pork shop.
We appreciate you not whipping it out here, Jim.
I kind of figured this might have given it away a little bit, but you know.
Yeah. We're some hairy ladies, that's for sure. Although, you know, these days, I guess that's a thing. I don't know. It's hard for me to keep up.
My knees.
Hey, Greg,
you like my acne knees there?
The only other thing that they needed on the little scooters at Sam's Club was the little ball sack hanging around the back, you know?
There you go.
Truck
Yeah.
Truck nuts.
So they're actually.
Nuts, there you go.
It's funny that you say that, Gray Shack, because there actually is a veteran that I see in Walmart occasionally, and he has his own. He's actually disabled, like legitimately disabled, and he actually has a pair of balls hanging from the back of his scooter. It's pretty awesome.
Hey, might as well.
It's like, Greg, the favorite thing I used to do was get a seat near the front window at Golden Corral and just watch the people waddle it.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh.
Frank McDonald saying, I saw a skinny challenged couple in the scooters at Sam's Club. Jesus Christ, the only thing missing was the pickup truck in the front and the pickup truck following with the flashing red lights. Gotcha, yes.
Pilot truck?
Those you got to watch for those wide loads, folks. They will knock you down. They will straight up knock you down. When they're especially when they're heading down the Mountain Dew aisle, let me tell you, they will they'll plow right through you.
Gotta have my Dew.
That Diet Mountain Dew.
Gotta make sure they have the backup light or the backup people going.
I love the people that you can clearly tell they only use scooters in Walmart, so they're really not good at using them. And they just like ram into the aisles themselves and other people, and it's great to watch.
Taking the corner sharp.
Or the fat rolls are like coming out the side far enough that they're just like swiping stuff off the aisles as they ride by. It's like bump, bump, bump. Yeah. Saw a lady hit the pasta aisle pretty hard one day, and there was jars of sauce all over the place. That was.
Oh man.
That's a mess.
Craig.
There you go, Greg.
You're a married couple. The balls, right? There you go.
There's some truth in that one.
Yeah. Yep. Fair enough.
That's not bad.
Well, we went from low proof to full proof. That is a nice pick, though. Thank you, Ben, for this. Wine and liquor, all the way from New York. Good stuff.
New York City.
Yeah. Get a rope.
The nose is interesting. Trying to figure it out here. Anyway. Hard to go wrong with the foolproof picks, man. I now have 3 of them.
It's got a tater sticker on it?
Righto. Fair point, Ben. Here we go.
SpongeBob.
There you go.
Read it.
I swear
it's not what it looks like. Yeah, let me. I'll full screen it because I feel like if you're watching me on a phone, you probably can't see. There we go. Let me take the comment down.
Husband is Gary walking in from the side.
There we go. Yeah,
Gary.
Not nice tater sticker there. Good stuff. Let me unsolo myself. Yes, thanks again, Ben. Appreciate it. Good stuff. Got the little tag.
I'm waiting for him to send me something.
Tangentially related story on that tater sticker. Who here has seen the movie Shakes the Clown with Bobcat Goldthwait?
I have not.
Really, I'm the only one who's seen that fucking movie.
I have seen Bobcat live down in Florida one time, but man can sing good.
Essentially, this movie was written, directed, and stars Bobcat Goldthwait as a drunk party clown. Drunk birthday party clown. The birthday party clowns hate the rodeo clowns. All the clowns hate the mimes. And essentially, it's this like hour and a half long movie with that as its core. And one of the big things that's happening is there's a clown with a TV show. He's retiring, and there's Bobcat and his rival Binky, who's voiced by Tom Kenny, who voices SpongeBob. And there's a scene where Binky beats a guy to death with a bowling pin in a back room of a restaurant. And I had a buddy in college who, and we're talking, 18, 19, who was obsessed with SpongeBob. Like, he had a SpongeBob seat cover and a SpongeBob steering wheel cover. And I'm like, I know how to fuck with you. And I showed him that movie. And all you can picture when you hear Binky's voice is SpongeBob. And I broke him. He couldn't watch SpongeBob ever again.
He's a murderer. I tell you, that's pretty hard. I mean, to even like, does he carry the pin out of the bowling alley and then beat this person to death? Is that the situation? Where does he get the pin from? I
think it wasn't a bowling pin. It was a juggling pin, I think.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And basically, they were in the back room of this restaurant eating and doing copious amounts of white powder, and the owner watches
right.
back like, "You clowns are on drugs."
Riding the white pony. Heck yeah. Okay.
Like, no, we're eating a big plate of spicy beef, and then he starts beating him with the pin. It's like, what the fuck? It's a really weird movie.
That Peruvian nose candy. Cheers, Shred. What's up, buddy? About to head out to see my friend's band play. Awesome, man. Have a good night and drink a whiskey. Yeah, man. Cheers, Shred. So the whole reason I was sending Shred the bottles is because in exchange for the bottles I sent him, I am getting a C920. Hell yeah, thank you, Shred. Nice. One of my favorite ECBPs of all time. So super excited to get one of those. Haven't had one. Well, I mean, since it, man, got the hiccups going already. Haven't had one since it came out, and that was before I had a channel, so I wasn't really keeping bottles around. I was just drinking whiskey. So, yeah, kind of went through it, and then shortly after that, that I decided, I should start a channel since I have some whiskey, and then here we are now. So.
And it's gotten out of hand.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I keep building more shelves, and it's never enough. There's still like 50 bottles on the floor beside me.
I hear you.
Yeah, well, you definitely need some more shelves then.
Or I need to drink it faster. I don't know which, but
I bet you know a guy that can install some shelves for you.
Yeah, I do know a guy.
That guy.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing is like I'm to the point now where I can't really do more shelves, or else I have to change the layout of my room. Because I got deer heads here, I got posters there, and this is where the shelf should continue. And I'm not taking my deer heads down, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I got to figure out something because the bottles are starting to encroach onto my space here.
Can't the deer heads go above the shelves? I mean, because you can't reach so high anyways. So, you're over 6, so you can reach, fairly higher than most people could. But
I changed. The problem is the ceiling is quite low here because this is the basement.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's only like a 7-foot ceiling. And the deer heads are roughly that big. So there's really not that much room. So anyway.
I get you.
Yeah, man. So super excited about the trade. Thanks again, Shred. Appreciate you, buddy. Have a blast at your friend's band. I'm sure it'll be a killer show. Jeffrey Wack, what is up, man? Cheers.
Hello.
Good to see you. Hello again, Whiskey Friends. Indeed.
Cheers, Wack.
Great channel there as well. Go sub to Hello again, Whiskey Friends. Darrell and Jeff always put on a great show. Fun to watch. Great blinds, all the things. Look at this brain trust. Hey, yo, fellas. What's up, AZ?
Hey.
Cheers,
Good to see you, man.
What's up, AC?
It's a good thing John is only 5'5". Yeah, true story. That's a real statistic there. Totally.
What are you, 6'2", 6'3", something like that?
6'3", yeah.
6'3".
Hey,
you got me by that much.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so in the pictures of me, that you may see online. Another reason I look tall, not that boots had that much, but they had some, an inch or so. Yeah. So I always look like a giant because I'm always wearing boots.
Excuse me.
Let's see here. I have too much floor whiskey right now too. Yeah, I hear you, man. And I am beginning to this week the kids.
I think you're trying to say I'm beginning to think the kids can sleep outside during the summer, so I have more room.
There you go. Yeah. For sure, man. I need to build some more shelves or buy something or something. Hey, look at this. T-Rob joining us from the wedding. Awesome.
T-Rob.
Hey, T-Rob.
I'm in the lobby here, so
yeah.
I gotta wait till I get back to the room so I can start drinking whiskey. So
Still drinking Clydesdale piss?
Well, at least you got some good whiskey back in the room.
Yeah. Thankfully, you do have whiskey back in the room. That is.
I've never traveled without it. So.
Well, it looks like a good time. Looks like a good time there, and it looks like a nice venue.
Yeah, we're the we're in Greenville, South Carolina this weekend. Best friend of my wife's, her grandson's getting married. And they got a little bit of money, so we came to this little soiree tonight so we could eat and drink for free. So
always a plus.
Sounds good to me.
That's it. Got to take advantage.
Heck yeah.
Cool, man.
Well, at least the eating part was good. The drinking, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to drink Budweiser, it better be free.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed when I got up there to the bar and all they had was Anheuser-Busch products. I'm like, really? Do y'all not read the news lately?
Maybe they got a discount because of that.
Oh yeah, probably. I gave them a case discount. Yeah, exactly. But hey, I just wanted to jump on for a minute. I'm gonna get on in a little while once we get back, but I just want to say hey to everybody.
Yeah, appreciate you, Tim. Cheers, brother.
Man, we'll see y'all in a little while.
See you, Tom.
Right. Take care.
Oh.
Here, where was I?
Hey there, Bad X.
Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
So Peter White apparently did not get the notification. Great job, YouTube. I never knew how tall Sean was until I saw a picture of him lurching around in meetup. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, I'm generally the tallest person in the room. There are certainly people taller than me, but usually I'm the tallest guy in the room. Now, if T-Rob was around, that would not be true.
He's a large man.
Yeah. T-Rob took a break from Funky Chicken for this. There you go. For sure. Bobby in the house. Cheers, Bobby. Yeah, Bobby sent me a text earlier. Apparently, Garrison Brothers is doing a cognac and honey finished bottle.
Dang.
I told Bobby, so that thing will probably cost $500 easily.
Yeah, and
just
definitely not be worth the money.
Prices. Yeah, no, and probably be super disappointing.
In all honesty, I have had a couple of bottles of Garrison Brothers that was really good, but it was years ago, so it may have been slightly younger and not as over oaked as it has gotten. Because nowadays, I can't really drink it, and the price point is forget it. I'm not paying that much when I can buy Still Austin.
Yeah. I still think the Balmorea and the Cowboy are both good whiskeys. They're just way too expensive for what they are. What Balmorea is $250, $300, and then Cowboy is like $350, something like that. That's just way too much for almost any whiskey. So yeah. Oh, Shred joining us anyway. We got Car Shred. What's up, man? Can't hear you, Shred.
Oh, there's Phil. Cheers, everything spicy.
Hey, Phil.
Man, he's been eating some super spicy stuff lately.
Oh, jeez.
I'm usually the girthiest man in the room. Fair enough, we all have our titles that we know. Hey, Mark, cheers. Still can't hear you, Shred. I guess I don't know. Sorry, buddy. I don't think it's anything on my end. Still sunny in California. I know. I can see that.
Wow. Phil hit 50K today. Congratulations, brother. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, cheers, Phil. Good to see you, man. 50K. Yeah, that's something.
That's impressive.
Good stuff. Yeah. Big timing over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I guess Shred couldn't get the thing working. Sorry, buddy. I'm only 6'2", not freakishly tall. Hey, yeah. That inch really puts me over the limit there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm only 6, so
Yeah.
But I didn't really think I was that tall until my grandmother at the time was like, "Hey, put your arm out." So I did like this here, and she could walk underneath my arm and not touch.
There you go.
I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I am a little tall.
I think I'm good.
You are good. All right, we can hear you, man. Cool. All right.
I just, I got nothing better to do. It takes me 30 minutes to get there, so
why not?
Just drive and fucking chat.
There you go. What's your the band you're going to see? Where do they play?
Oh, it's my buddy's band from Portland. They're called Drouth. DROUTH.
Droughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Some heavy shit.
Yeah. Stylistically, would you compare them to anybody?
They're kind of like a death metal band. A little bit of old school kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to.
Cool, man. Is that a Prius? I don't think so.
I think Shred's too metal for a Prius.
Yeah. Also, Shred has frozen.
Playing.
Well, Shred. So Phil, question. Was it worth it? Were all the fire poops worth the 50K? That's the question. YouTube Shorts. So Shred, I don't know if you saw that, but Will asking if it's a Prius. I assume it's not.
No. Fuck that shit. I mean, it is a Toyota. I have a Camry, but it's
Nice.
not a hybrider. It runs on real American gasoline.
Hell yes, America.
I thought that interior was kind of familiar.
Yeah, man. Just yeah.
Man, every time I see Phil eat something hot, that Johnny Cash song comes to mind.
Does your sphincters clench up?
No, I keep thinking Ring of Fire just automatically starts playing in my head.
There you go. Yeah.
Bobby
saying you'd be mentioned. 6 foot's a good height, man. Gordon Murphy, evening. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, Gordon.
Yeah, I wish I could see the chat, but I don't want to run over this homeless guy in front of me here.
Jesus.
I hear you got plenty, though. I hear there's plenty out there.
Yeah, there's plenty out there. I mean, where I'm going, right? Yeah, there's not so much where I live, but where I'm going, the bigger city. There's a large population of unsheltered.
Is that where Homeless Row is, or is that?
I mean, there is kind of like a trail that made the news a while back that was kind of outside of Santa Rosa there.
Right. People living in their own feces and things like that.
Oh, yeah. Living the American dream.
Yeah, man. Nothing like rolling around in your own crap.
Yeah, man.
Pinch Hitter Whiskey Lounge. It is. I don't know what that was referring to. Anyway, Drouth.
Wouldn't Wallow in My Filth be a good metal band name?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Something to think about. Drouth, I see a video with a guillotine. Usually cheer me up kind of stuff. There you go.
Yeah, good shit. They're from Portland, the land of the homeless. But now they're coming. They're on tour right now. Today is the first day of the tour, so got to go see the homie.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
Got to support the local bands.
So David Bass saying that Garrison's is only 179, so almost a steal.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, about to hit
more power to
65
somebody.
So Ben giving Shred a hard time here. Nothing says sex like a Camry. Now this is coming from the guy. That drives a Subaru Outback. So I was
going to say, dude, hey,
yeah.
I had a Subaru Outback before I owned this vehicle. I owned a Subaru Outback. No hate, I respect the Subaru still.
No, it is a great car. Like we always joke because it's kind of the official car of a certain type of person.
Yeah, Scissor Sisters.
there you go. But yeah, it's a solid car without a doubt.
Yeah, man.
Prius make the girls' panties fall. They're known for that. I hear that they're known for. Yeah, you drive in a Prius, the ladies just start stripping down.
Nah, man.
That honestly, regardless of whether it's good for the environment or not, one of the worst looking vehicles ever made. The Prius is just an awful looking vehicle.
But ugly, man.
Now, an 86 Monte Carlo is a pretty decent little car.
Yep.
I've actually, fun fact, I've actually had sex in a Camry. Not that anybody was asking. Yes, they have a very roomy back seat. Let me tell you. Yeah,
I did once do you remember a Mercury Tracer?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for someone like me who's 6 feet, it doesn't work very well.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Car's a little too small.
I feel like this live has gone in a strange direction, but it's your fault, AZ. So, so once had sex in a Honda CRX while driving down I-75. So where there's a will, there's a way.
Jesus.
I had a buddy in high school that actually remember he owned a Yugo.
Oh God!
And he broke the springs in the passenger seat. I don't think there were very many springs in that car to start with. So,
why do Yugos have rear defrosters?
Okay, there you go. So Ben is redeeming himself with his 1986 Monte Carlo SS. Fair enough.
He is more money a push.
Smart car is worse by a shot. I don't know. Oh yeah, I mean, so also it's just not. It's like it should be called the stupid car because it's not even good on gas. It's just a dumb vehicle all around. I don't know why it exists.
Yeah, it looks like you're driving a shoe.
Yeah,
it looks like one. You need to get the wind-up key on the back of the car.
Mm-hmm. Feed the hamsters running it occasionally.
When those came out like 15 years ago, they were over $30,000 for that little thing.
For one of the worst vehicles ever made.
Yeah.
Just a stupid vehicle. Like I don't know. Like, how do you even make a car that small that's that bad on gas? It's almost like you had to try. But they did it. Overachievers here. Like, hey, let's make a small, shitty car that also is horrible on gas. Like, all right, guys, we did it. We made this tiny engine really, really inefficient.
Like a 3-banger or something? 3-cylinder, 4-cylinder?
I don't know. It's only like 80 cc or something. It's like tiny. But yeah, it also sucks like tremendously. Yeah, basically. It's probably like an old dirt bike engine. There's, they got them on wholesale or something. It's like, yeah, let's throw this in the car.
Yeah, man.
Now, honestly, there's several generations of the Camry that I think are actually really good-looking cars.
Before I had the Subaru, I had a 1990 Camry. The kind with the automatic seatbelt that would come back and choke you to death.
Oh yeah,
that thing was sweet, man. That was a great car.
My favorite car that I had was a Toyota MR2.
There you go.
A little 2-seater.
Nice.
Kind of reminds you of the old Fieros, but it didn't catch on fire and burn up all the time.
There you go. Hit a bump in the CRX and it's heaven. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, those dips in 75 were a blessing. Prius is beautiful next to neck. Man, that car is just awful. Like, why Pontiac? What were you even thinking? Let's just put a bunch of weird ass angles together and call it a car.
Some of the old Pontiacs were pretty cool back in the day, but
not the Aztec. No, a lot of the Pontiacs in like the 60s and 70s were some of my favorite cars of all time. But
my dad had an old 6-cylinder that had 3 carburetors on it. Old Pontiac.
There you go.
It's a pretty neat
I've always wanted the GTO, the Judge, that big orange thing, man. Those
Heck yeah, man.
Badass, dude. 442.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Muscle car, come on.
That is also one of my dream cars there, Shred. Yeah, the GTO.
64 sure, goats. Cool little cars.
My first car was a 68 Plymouth Fury. It was about 20 feet long. It was so badass, man. It had dual pipes, 318. It had the trunk space. I could fit about 12 bodies in the trunk. But that's off the record. Just to
Oh, so you've tried it. You can actually get 12 in there. All right, Ken.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of trunk space in there.
Yeah.
Phil here saying nothing says love like a smart car and a 6-pack of Bud Light. That's like the transgender special, I believe. Can I say that without getting nuked on YouTube? YouTube, let me know.
No, probably not, man. You gotta watch it.
No
way,
America was America. I drive a Volkswagen Tiguan these days. I feel like a sexy soccer mom. Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he says like he could see me driving around in a '78 Pacer. Yeah.
I think that was a Belvedere hanging, but I could be wrong.
What the hell is a Tiguan? It sounds like a Star Wars character.
So,
Yeah, they're actually not a bad looking little car. Kind of
isn't it a
four-door, little small thing.
Hey, you know what? Actually, Ben makes a fair point here. This is like one of these smooth. I'm not even that drunk yet. Why can't I talk? One of the few areas where a smart car might excel, and that is finding tiny parking spaces. About the only thing it's good at doing. But yeah, in New York, I'm sure that is a huge blessing, without a doubt. Yeah, literally saving you tens of thousands of years. I do not doubt that at all. That's a horrible place to park. I just don't even bother. Just take the subway. Although now, maybe don't because murder. But back when murder wasn't at the top of the list of things that might happen on the subway, it was pretty awesome. Sex in a Seer actual driving is an accomplishment well done. Yeah, I mean, I thought so. Granted, I was also incredibly high, so who knows? Decision making at 17, not the best. But it's sounded like a good idea at the time. Hardly have much more cubic inches than for sure. I'm certain that they do.
Enough,
Oh, were they really? I mean, is that a real thing? If so, that seems like a huge waste of carbon fiber.
Yeah. No wonder they were so expensive.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a comparison with between carbon fiber and hemp fiber? They do the same sort of thing, but they use the hemp fiber instead of carbon fiber. That stuff is super tough.
There you go. Yeah. So carbon fiber used on smart cars and also McLarens, nothing alike.
As opposed to the Trabant, which its body panels are literally made out of a cotton fiber plasticine.
There you go. Okay. And then like the next level up is the shit that the freaking Zonda's made of, that carbon-tanium stuff or whatever. Yeah, that car is freaking ridiculous. Let's see here. I could see Mark driving around in a 78 AMC Pacer. No, he's saying no. Was the Fury the same car from the Christine movie?
It was, yeah. I had a 68 though. The movie in the car in the movie Christine was a 58 Plymouth Fury. So my car was 10 years older than the car that was in. I'm definitely I love that movie, man. So I know a lot about that car. And I used to be super into old Chryslers. I joined an organization called Wine Country Mopars back in the day. And I would take my car to car shows because it was all original, and like I'd be sitting there next to like Hemi Kudos and shit like that and old Chargers, and I'm driving this giant boat, trying to look cool.
Yeah,
but
man.
I was only like 17, so I thought it was cool,
Also, you could crash into anyone and completely destroy them.
Oh, dude, that thing was such a tank.
Speaking of that, my dad had an old Lincoln Town Car. You talk about a boat. Oh my God!
What I grew up in, man. My dad had like 4 in a row. For the late 70s, early 80s, he just kept buying them. So that was like the only car that we rode around when I was young.
Just kind of floated down the road,
Yeah, we had
rolling had those 80s station wagons, just giant yacht.
Yeah, when I was little, we had a 73 Torino 4-door. And I just remember you had to keep putting you had chains and snow tires, and that car was enormous.
Gotta say though, man, those Lincoln Town cars were awesome because like the back seat was so huge, I could like fully stretch out when I was little and fall asleep in the back seat. It was
There
great.
you go. On the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, they're definitely a boat.
Nice, man.
There you go. Yeah, man. The Pacer.
That's not a Pacer.
It's a Citation.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well,
my dad had
My
one
bad.
that looked just like that, and it was exactly what it looks like, a giant rolling turd.
Yeah, it's a Chevy shop.
Garbage.
I guess I had Pacer on the brain. Similar shape.
Kind of.
I had
If
a Chevy
if
Chevette
Andre the
back in high
Giant
school.
stomped on a Pacer and squished it.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a Chevette?
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had one of
I
those
had one
back
of
in
those.
high school.
I actually know a
Green,
guy.
lime, like the lime green M&Ms. It was that color.
I think that was the only thing that was might have been worse than those X bodies was the Chevette. God.
I actually know a guy right now that's fixing up a Chevette.
Really?
Didn't know,
Wow.
didn't know that anybody did that, but he's doing it. Yeah.
Jesus.
Seems like a
Oh.
huge waste of money, but he's got it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's
I mean,
doing
Wait,
it.
is that the car that?
Maybe
Is that the car that blows
nostalgia
up when
or
it
something
gets
like that,
rear-ended?
possibly.
Yes.
Yes, that is the one, Shred. Yeah.
Oh no, that's a Corvair. Sorry, I'm thinking of a Corvair. That's the
Oh,
one that
that's a
blows
better
up.
car.
The gas tank was in the rear end next to
That was
the
a
front.
Pinto.
That was a
Ford
Pinto.
Okay,
Boom.
but there was also like the Chevy Corvair. I think was like.
Yeah,
there
the
was
problem
lawsuits
with
around
the
that back in the day.
Corvair, the problem with the Corvair was that it didn't have independent suspension. It had solid axles, and so
Oh.
if you turned it aggressively enough, the tires would not go under and it would roll.
Whoa, shit!
Cheers, DZ, man.
That's not
One of the
good.
featured subjects
man.
in Ralph Nader's book "Unsafe at Any Speed," which I had a copy of at one point.
Yeah.
I'm a weird
Ralph
person.
Nader, dude.
Shoot,
There you go.
The old
That's
mail
great.
trucks are unsafe at any speed. Turn them on sharp. They'll just go. Whoop.
It's a great story, Shred. Nothing like being abducted as a high school child and into a van. Fantastic. Good times.
Sound like he had a good time though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's hard to have a bad time in a van with a lady when you're a young man.
There you go.
My dad had a 73 Dodge Charger. Very nice. Nothing beats the vet.
Gordon.
That's
My
right. Yeah, Pacer. Am I thinking? No, I thought the Gremlin is the one that had the fishbowl in the back. Anyway, whatever.
No, that was the Pacer. The Gremlin was more squared off.
He has more of a flat back window.
The kind of looked like a roller skate.
Corvair.
Wasn't
Show
the
me the
Gremlin
proof
the Wayne's
here.
World car too?
Hmm?
Wasn't Gremlin the Wayne's World car too?
That was the Pacer.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
Pacer.
Pacer.
Yeah.
Right.
And my uncle had one of these and the mullet to match.
Awesome. Yeah, I think it's almost mandatory that you have a mullet
No
if you're driving. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta have a mullet, man, for sure. Kentucky waterfall, man.
That's a good one.
Let's see here. Easy saying my
no,
grandfather
no.
had a 70s Ford Galaxy, even had curb feelers. I gotta say, the late 60s Galaxies are some of my favorite cars, actually. Especially the 67. Not the way it came factory, but you can lower it, take all the freaking chrome crap off, which there was a lot of. And then it's actually a pretty great car. It's a unibody. It's yeah. Anyway, Corvair had a 327 version. Okay, there you go.
Oh shit, that would be even more dangerous.
Gordon. Yeah, Gordon. My Chevette, the driver's side floorboard rusted out.
Ugh.
So but like in a line. So if you hit a big old puddle, it would blow water up underneath the driver's seat.
Oh God.
Oh,
It was rough, man. Hey, but I was a high schooler, so
Yeah.
it worked. It got me around.
Man, good stuff there. Show me the proof. Yeah. Man, from Illinois to Miami, that's a heck of a drive right there.
Yeesh.
My other uncle had
Big
one of
Turk.
those.
Cheers. So next
I'm
week,
in the back and go racing around it and scare the shit out of us.
there you go. Yeah. So next week, if everything works out, we will have the Turks on Drifting Drams.
Nice.
Going to be doing some sample. I have samples of theirs. They have samples of mine. Just hang out and have a good time. Yeah. So maybe we'll do a blind. We haven't really quite decided yet, but yeah, either way, should be a good time. There you go. The old Heaven Hill.
Getting down there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Cannot find that bottle anymore. I don't know what Heaven Hill's doing. Come on, Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
Put out another batch or whatever the case. Mullen in a Canadian tuxedo and an AC/DC tape in the cassette deck. Look out, ladies. Hell yeah.
Rocking.
There you go, Wayne's World. Yeah, man, the 7-liter. Hell yeah. Like, not the most efficient engine, but just to have the 7-liter badge on there is just so freaking cool. Like, there's very few cars that have ever had that big of an engine. Just absurdly, just stupidly big. Like, it's so damn big. There was actually, Ford made another 427 that wasn't the 7-liter, which has much more horsepower and is a more efficient engine, but it doesn't say 7-liter on the side. So,
what was the one that had the 454? Is it a Cadillac?
I don't know. My AC is freezing me out there. Give me a second.
Okay. I think it was
Man,
a Cadillac.
440 was always.
John's knees are getting cold.
That's it. You called it, Jim. My knees are freaking freezing right now.
Wasn't a 454 Chevy though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, John.
I
think some of the big caddies had the 454.
And 426 Hemi though, that's the one, man. I always wanted that one.
Yeah, man. 460. Man, back in the day when car companies actually gave a crap about making cars cool.
Hey there, Katie.
The Cobra Jet. Heck yes.
Yep.
I need to get a cold beer. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Barrels for Hope. The Turks are part of that, as was Dusty Dan and a few other folks in the whiskey community. So yeah, good stuff. Go buy that bottle, support a good cause, and also great people doing the pick. So all around, very cool. 454 was Chevy and the 396. 454 Chevelle is what Sugar Kitty is saying. Of course. No surprise, Sugar Kitty knows all the things.
Well, yeah. I'm beginning to think that man is omnipotent.
You watched the last 2 to 3 years, like the Chevelles and the Hemi Cudas at Barrett Jackson. They're like $300,000-$400,000 now.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
What do you got
like
there?
The most boring muscle car ever made.
Bitburger.
Okay.
Nice.
Good old small can.
Yeah, man.
I think German Kitty would approve.
There you go. A tall.
Good old German beer. They're quite tasty.
Yep.
Jim, I don't know if I asked you what you got in glass. I know what John has now. Oh, Heaven Hill. Okay, you know what?
There you go. Good pour.
Let me grab mine. You gotta see my knees again.
I'm your overlord. Oh wait, here comes the human. Never mind.
Oh shit.
Right. Yeah. It is amazing. Of all the cats I've known, you're by far the most useful.
I thought you were going to say human do a Star Trek riff. Wait, this is the Scotch Down Under.
Yeah.
Oh, but my last pour though was I'm not sure if it's going to show up. That was some of that the Balcones. That Balcones peated, which I did not realize was 125 proof. So, therefore, go to beer.
There you go. Yeah, man. Ford. So Ford had like 3 crazy engines all at the same time there. There was the 427, the 428 Boss, and then the 429 Cobra Jet. All great engines. I would love to own any of those right now. They're all stupid expensive in a Mustang or any car actually that they came in. So, yeah, but it'd be great to have one.
Yeah, nothing like the old American muscle cars.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Down in Florida before I moved, pretty much every Friday night, because my uncle and my uncle really, he owns 2 '69 Roadrunners, and he also owns a '67. What is it? Valiant.
Okay.
Valiant, but the Valiant is not street legal, so we had to put it on the trailer because it's tubbed out, tires, straight pipes, all the things that you do for drag racing, and it's loud as shit.
So it's loud, man.
You cannot, like, when you revs the engine, it's very hard to stand next to that car. It about blows your eardrums. It's ridiculous loud.
You guys ever remember that? There's that movie called Duel. It's Steven Spielberg's first movie. Yeah, that's a Plymouth Valiant. I think it's either a 65 or a 66. But that guy might be later model. But yeah, that guy, he's getting chased by the truck driver. That's a great ass movie, man.
1970 Plymouth Valiant.
Oh, it's a 70? Shit, man.
According to IMDb.
Nice.
That's a great movie.
Okay, that movie came out in the 72 or 73, something like that.
70.
Yeah, that's
71.
An awesome movie, man. Nice.
Man, you talking about a loud car. The guy I used to work for. He had a Nissan, and they were trying to set the standing mile world record for it. So he had a Nissan GTR, and they had souped this thing up to crazy horsepower. It had twin turbos on it, and where the exhaust came out of the turbos was right by the front tires. So, and it was like this big around.
My dog has been barking for like 5 minutes straight. I don't know what his deal is. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If somebody's trying to get in the house, then I need to do things.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Yeah. I did not want to solo myself. I'm trying to do the opposite of that. There we go.
There he is.
Grab that 12 gauge, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's one thing that everybody knows.
Yep.
That's a sound everybody goes, "Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't have."
Never mind.
Yep.
I used to have that on my phone. I had different sounds on the phone and stuff like that. You could take the cell phone and go like this with it, and it would sound like a shotgun.
Nice.
Oh, James, what are you sipping on right now?
Here's another one for you.
Oh, you're sipping on the Heaven Hill. Never mind.
Yep. My dad had one. Dad had one of those for a number of years. Well, just like that, and he bastardized that thing.
Oh,
didn't take care of it, and I think the low point for it, and I just remember looking at it in the back seat and shaking my head because he blew out the rear speakers. And so what he did was he took a pair of home hi-fi speakers, popped them in the back seats, and wired them into the car stereo. It was the absolute most redneck ghetto thing I've ever seen. I'm like, why did you do this to our car?
Oh, you should come with me to Kentucky sometime. I can show you some redneck ghetto stuff.
I have some pictures, Jim. I should send them to you sometime. Yeah, let me tell you, there is some weird shit around here.
Yeah, I speak fluent redneck.
Like, so some of my favorite things are people that have tried to do like homemade camouflage on their cars, but like they do them on cars that don't make sense. Like, these are not hunting vehicles. They just decided one day, I'm going to paint my Kia camo by myself in my garage with spray paint cans. And the results are exactly what you would expect. They look awful. But hey, there's like 3 of them in this county. Cars that shouldn't be camouflaged that are camouflaged that they clearly did at home by themselves. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I actually got to do that one time. My brother-in-law has a what he calls a ranch vehicle. That they drive around on the ranch and stuff down here in Texas. And he's like, "Hey, can you come over and help me paint this thing? And I want to like camo it out and put like a tree growing down the side of it and stuff like that." I'm like, "Oh, sure, that'd be fun." So I get to play around with rattle cans and draw a tree on the side of a vehicle and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, I'm down for that." And that's what we did. He painted the whole car like black. It wasn't a car; it was a four-door. I don't remember what the heck the vehicle was. But I got to paint, like a tree and some limbs and stuff like that on the side of it with rattle cans. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, man. Lou, cheers, buddy. Good to see you.
I'm just an old redneck, so shit. That ain't no problem.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not your car, it's a great time.
Exactly.
Yeah, just playing around with spray paint cans is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you throw some beers in there and just it's a blast.
Exactly. We had a great time. It took us like all afternoon to throw some paint on this thing and stuff, but it turned out pretty cool.
Dang. Also, unfortunately, 0 people were breaking in, so no fun tonight.
Man.
Yeah, disappointing. Oh well. Although it probably, I guess the upside is that there won't be any interruptions in the stream. So there you go. I won't have to like talk to any police
officers. I'm looking around right now. I'm hoping I don't get jacked. I'm at the drive-through ATM right now.
There you go. All right. Keep it in your lap, buddy. Anyway.
Hey, don't my PIN number.
Oh, hey, Comandante Lou.
My 73, 454. Solid. Yeah, man. Cool.
Yeah. Dang.
There's a guy at my work that drives a camo Toyota Yaris.
Ooh.
He would fit in perfectly in my county.
Oh, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That is awesome.
See, that's definitely no reason to have a camo Yaris.
Well, so what's the small Kia? The first Kia that came out, like the small Sonata?
The Accent?
Accent, yeah. So there's a camo one of those in this county. I see it all the time at Walmart.
Yeah, go ahead, asshole.
And like the paint is peeling off because they didn't clear coat it. So it's like apparently it was originally red. So there's little spots of red showing through the camo, and yeah, it's one of my favorite cars to see. It makes me smile every time I go to Walmart and I see it.
Oh, you should definitely take a picture of that and post it on the Patreon.
There you go. Yeah, man. Next time I'm at Walmart, I'll look for it. I see it about once a month. It's
captured it. Normal Kentucky shit.
Camo Yaris. There's a visual.
Damn, dude.
Camo Toyota Yaris with a deer strap to it.
I need to send you some pictures of.
Well done,
there's these cars down here that they've taken to putting on the hubcap basically coming out. They have this thing sticking out about this far. That's like spokes. On the hubcaps, they come out that far. They come out like a foot out the side of each, down the car. I'm like, Jesus, what are you doing? But hey, to each their own. I don't care.
Don't run into me.
Yeah. It's like the old-fashioned, the Roman thing, that sticks out the side that would tear up the chariots or whatever. It's kind of one of those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, geez, it's just weird. But hey,
so
everybody's got different tastes.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. I tell you, I'm always, when I first moved here, I was blown away by some of the choices people made, clothing wise and also vehicle wise. It was amazing. But now it's just a normal day. Gordon Murphy, he had the dead deer strapped to so I can't really say a whole lot about that because I have 2 vehicles. I have an Expedition, that's my vehicle, and then my wife has the Scion XB, the little box thing
with the weird window and shit.
No, that's what is that thing? That's
the Cube.
That's the
or
the cube.
whatever it is.
The cube is the one with the weird window.
Yeah.
But similar in shape.
Okay.
So this was 2 seasons ago. My expedition was down. It was in the shop, and so I had to use the XB to go hunting. The nice thing is the back seat folds down. Well, I got a deer that week that the truck was in the shop. So actually that buck that's on my wall right there, yeah, he was in the back of the XB. I just threw some tarps down and pulled him up in there. It was good to go.
How many points?
He's an 8. Yeah, he's
an 8,
medium size 8. Yeah.
Okay. That's one thing that I've been raised in Kentucky. I've ate more than my fair share of deer meat. And then once I got down here to Texas, the deer down here compared to Kentucky are like babies. It's like Bambi or something. They're small, Oh, it's a big old 8-pointer. Yeah, he may weigh 115 pounds. Field dress. I'm like, 8's a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they have this other deer down here, it's Axis. I think they're an import from like India or something like that.
Yeah.
And they got loose down here, and of course they have their breeding season is twice a year, so they have copious amounts of animals. And that Axis meat, oh my God, son, it is so much better than venison. It's like beef.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard great stuff about that.
It's so good.
Sure, kidding. Chances are the deer just jumped on top of the yards and it bailed itself out of pity.
Deer shed would have a good night.
Good time.
Cheers to you, Todd. Good to see you, man. And,
hey, Todd.
Shred. Yeah, cheers, buddy. Have a good night. Enjoy the show. And yeah.
Rock out, brother.
Is the word you were looking for. Yeah. So now, even though my guy was only an 8, I was happy to get him. He was nearly 200 pounds. So.
Oh dang! Good.
Yeah.
It's good eating right there.
He was a hefty 8-pointer.
There you go.
Yeah. I think field dressed he was 186, something like that.
Hey, that's good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you get a good copious amount of meat from that.
And really, I mean, because his heart had to have been 3 pounds, and of course I kept that. So
yeah, it's good eating.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not much on eating his liver.
Yeah, I don't.
Just me.
The heart's the only organ I eat.
Okay.
Heart and tongue, other than just like normal cuts.
Yeah. Heart. I always eat the heart. We usually put that into like a pot on the wood stove. Cook that down and then eat that way.
Okay. Yeah. You ever do it like sauteed, like you would do like a stir fry?
Not that I remember, no. Because heart is usually pretty dang tough. It's not like the rest of it where you can just, I was always the butcher. My brother was the guy that would go out and hunt because he was really good at that. I would go out and hunt deer, and I would see nothing but squirrel. So,
you always see squirrel. And a lot of times you think that the deer is coming, and it's actually a squirrel.
Exactly. Squirrels. I was not the hunter of the family. My brother was. I was the butcher of the family. So when he would kill something, he would field dress it and everything else, take it off down to the creek, and we had this really nice big hole, like where it washed off, and there was like a big deep spot in the creek. It was a spring-fed creek, so it was it run 24/7, year round. And so they would throw it off into there, let it chill out and everything else, and then he would bring it to the house a day or so later. We would hang it up, and then I would be the one to go out there, skin it, clean it up, cut it into pieces, and then bring it into the house, and then we would process it ourselves.
Yeah. Well, so William Hall, this is exactly the method that I use right here. So I cut the heart in half, like right down the middle, brine it overnight, and then slice it real thin and fry it up with some veggies like stir fry. It's fantastic. One of my favorite ways to do heart.
There you go. Good eating.
Lou, yeah. And then also, thank you. Where was it? There, Jigs. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shirts, so I'm wearing it. Yeah.
21090. I've never heard of Cicaya deer. Never heard of that one.
Siska.
Siska? Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah. I think he's he just missed the S. But yeah, Siska, they're out. Where are they? Midwest.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm a Kentucky boy, so if you can kill it and eat it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything.
At some point, I want to. Of course, there are elk here now, so that's on the list for sure.
Yeah,
although
it's
a lottery, so and the chances are slim, but someday maybe.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I've eaten elk out west, man. Is it good?
Yeah, man. I mean, when it's prepared right, you. Okay, no. Okay, yeah, Sika. Oh,
Sika.
yeah, all right. I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, I was
never heard of that one. Is that an East Coast thing?
Right, Todd. They're like Midwest. I feel like Utah, like out that way. What else is out that way? Other states like Colorado, like center of the West. That kind of portion where it's kind of arid. It feels like that's where they're at. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah, when I hung out in North Dakota, it was my friend's grandpa always he went elk hunting in Montana. So he would fry elk steaks with onions and then that with eggs for breakfast. Dude, nothing beats that.
Toronto.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I did not know they were in Maryland. That's, yeah, okay. Yeah, so they were imported from out west. Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Interesting.
I mean, kind of like the Axis, they're looking at them. If you can see a picture of an Axis deer, they're like the baby deer. They got spots and stuff all over them.
Yeah.
But their antlers are not like a normal deer where they're like like this. They're more long tines, like really long tines. Like 16, 18 inches type of tine. And
okay.
But dang, the meat on them is more like beef than anything that I've ever tried. Really tasty.
You see, I feel that way about elk. I mean, like if you prepare it right, I think there's no way anybody could tell it's not like a beef steak. Yeah.
There you go.
What is menudo other than a band?
It's a Mexican soup they make around here. It's got
okay.
Tripe in it, which is like cut up stomach and whatnot, and
yeah,
it's a bunch of weird stuff in it. But the local Mexicans are really like, it's one of their Sunday morning things, because they've been drinking all weekend, and especially all Saturday night or whatever. So Sunday morning they get up and they have them some menudo to kind of kill the hangover and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Sort of the tripe, that'll clear you up.
Yeah, I've actually had that before.
Have not tried it, but my wife said she tried it years ago and it was pretty good. But the broth and everything else, and it was really tasty. But she's like, the weird tripe and all this other kind of stuff, the fatty kind of things they put in and everything. She's like, doesn't care for any of that. But just to taste the broth and everything else was really good. So I don't know, might be all right.
Yeah,
I have yet to try it, but I will.
It's okay. I'm not big on soups in general. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm quite large, so soup is like an appetizer. I don't ever consider it a meal. It's like, okay, that was a nice snack. Now, if we could have a meal, that'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah, I need somewhere around 2,000 calories on my plate, or it's just kind of a joke. Yeah. So soup is just kind of like a nice starter kit to a meal.
Wow, that's awesome, Gord.
So Todd's saying that Sika are imported from Japan. Interesting.
Really?
So I know for a fact they're also out west, because I used to watch Meat Eater, Steve Ranella.
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen him hunt them somewhere out west. I don't remember where, but that's interesting that they're also in Maryland.
Yeah.
Hooves, tripe, and beehole. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have elk in Wisconsin again. Awesome. I did a big
Oh wow. Okay. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Ben, pho is really tasty.
That's interesting that they repopulated from the Kentucky herd, because I didn't think our herd was that big. Maybe Kentucky stop sending elk other places so we don't have to be on lottery anymore.
Well,
no, that's great. That's great that you guys got some though. I mean, because take them from Utah. They got there's elk everywhere. They're just like sitting in people's yards and stuff. So
Colorado, same thing.
Yeah, we were in a restaurant in Estes Park, Colorado, and they just walk down the main street. They'll look in the window of the restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah, same with the bighorn sheep out there.
Yeah, they're not small, that's for sure.
No.
I've seen herds of them out there where I go out in Colorado, up at Purgatory and Durango, that area.
They just stand in the middle of the road eating something. They don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
No.
You can sit there for 10 minutes before they move.
Yep, and you don't want to hit one.
No.
It's almost like a moose, they're that big an animal. If you hit one, you're just going to break his legs and he's going to come through the windshield and kill you.
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting there watching them.
Oh, yeah.
It's a neat animal to look at.
Yeah, you might as well, because like you said, hitting one is a very bad idea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless you like, ruining your car and your face.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a smart car.
Well,
That'd be like a pop can.
I'm the old Kentucky boy where I'm looking in the field going, look at all that meat.
I'm telling you, I see so many deer on the side of the road. It's I know they were hit by somebody. I'm like, why is the deer still sitting there? Like, what are you doing?
Well, that's these people. Well, to a degree, if you hit a deer, unless you hit him in the head and just, kill him like that, if you hit him broadside or something like that, you've basically ruined half of the body, because it's all bloodshot and it tastes like nasty, and, you don't want to eat the thing after that.
I mean, so I've done it before, broadside hit. And yeah, I mean, your back strap, all that's ruined, like, because the guts burst. But I mean, the front and back legs are still fine. Like, it doesn't change those at all. Might even tenderize them. I don't know. But yeah, so
it does tenderize them, but it also, keeps them full of blood, which is not the greatest taste. And then, deer fat is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I usually brine my deer anyway, so
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that doesn't bother me a whole lot. Pho is the only soup meal. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, maybe. Still probably no for me. It'd have to be a giant bowl of pho. Like,
it is. Right here it is.
Yeah.
It's pho.
Oh yeah, that's probably the thing.
They throw a bunch of sliced brisket in there. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that might, like, if we had that style, then I might be okay with it. Yeah,
that's one cool thing about down here in Austin is anything you want to eat, any kind of food. If you want to try Ethiopian food, if you want to try whatever, you can find it down here in Austin. It's weird.
I've had Ethiopian food. That is interesting stuff.
Yeah, mainly vegetarian type stuff. But it's pretty good. I mean, I was raised Kentucky and Lebanese, so I'm used to the Mediterranean type stuff. The grape leaves and hummus and tabbouleh and all that kind of stuff.
That stuff's good though.
But then, on the other hand, I was raised with all the Kentucky food, so we raised rabbits and chickens and all that kind of stuff, and we would kill and eat all that with deer meat and whatever else happened to be around. So,
Again.
Interesting, William Hall.
Sam Kinison hanging?
So is Ethiopian food just dirt then? Is it just dirt?
No, they're mainly vegetarian. At least the food that I've had around here, it was Ethiopian. It was mainly a vegetarian type thing.
Easy. If you were a Patreon, I think I would have just gave the samples to you tonight just for that comment. That's fantastic.
I agree with Gordo, especially
you remember back in the day, we're always sending food to Ethiopia and stuff, poor starving guys.
Can you imagine if they hadn't slaughtered all the bison in the 1800s?
I'm telling you. That's my kind of humor right there. The ones that make you go, ooh.
Yeah.
But,
I'm thinking they did not have food. Ethiopians definitely have food. The whole country would be empty if they didn't have food.
That was my thing back in my thinking back in the day. Is like, the Ethiopians don't have food. Move to where they can grow something. Come on.
Yeah, Sam Guinness.
Move
where the food is.
Exactly. Yeah, like Sam Guinness. Yeah.
Take your kids to make one trip. We'll take you to where the food is. See what this is? This is sand. You know what grows here?
You live in a fucking desert. Move where the food is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't live in a asshole. Oh God, that's what I've been. If you tried to do that bit today, you would get flayed. You would get.
I know.
You better believe it. Yeah.
That's right, Ben. Jim ate all the food.
Yeah, Jim, try to release Blazing Saddles today. Oh my God, the uproar would be outrageous.
Yeah, I just missed Starvin' Marvin in the spaceship.
For sure.
Hey, get off of me, Junebug.
Sally Strollers ate all the
Hey, come on now. What the heck?
Hey, Doug H. Cheers, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Doug H.
Hey, cheers,
Doug H.
Yeah, Starvin' Marvin goes into space.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So I remember probably all of your parents, I assume, at least, and also my grandmother would always say, you better eat that because there's kids starving in Africa, which is completely irrelevant to me eating my food. It's like you're going to send it there. Like they would not make the trip. So it's a stupid thing to say. Now that I'm an adult looking back at that, like that's a really dumb thing to say to your kids. It doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers, still living in the woods. Good to see you.
I mean,
What's up, brother?
hanging, but it only gets you so far, and then the communities we live in.
Will do for sure, Woods. You are in the giveaway. Corn and whiskey. Is he? How do you get a hold of? Oh, yeah. Click.
Click, clock, click, clock.
I don't. What are we referring to here?
That's the Ethiopian episode of South Park with Sally Struthers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should have known it was a South Park reference since it's been.
Yeah, Starvin' Marvin. Yep.
We'll be in Arizona middle of next week. Awesome, man. Yeah. Hang out with Tipsy as well. Of course, Tipsy's in Georgia right now, but normally he would be in Arizona.
Oh,
yeah, man. There's a few. There's not many, but there's a few still. The greats they still got balls.
He probably did, Commandant Delu. My nephew actually works for Joe Rogan down here in Austin. They're doing a bunch of different things. Like, oh shoot, I can't remember. They're doing a bunch of different things down here now. Right back.
You know what? That's a fair question, Gordon Murphy. This is news to me as well, now that I think about it. How do you have an emoji in your name? That is...
Yeah, corn and whiskey, do tell.
That's some otherworld sorcery right there. Yeah, interesting. Why in the hell does my dog keep barking? Anyway. I am drinking a little bit of that cast strength scotch that the fancy sent me.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, man.
Nice.
I switched to this.
It's a tasty gal.
Ooh.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone pick. There you go.
I've not tried that one.
Yeah, the regular shelfer is okay once it gets some air. Initially, it's really tight closed off. Once it gets some air, it gets okay. The low-proof picks, I wouldn't bother with. They're not that much better than the shelfer. If you can find these high-proof picks, like 115 proof picks, these are worth picking up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris Tatz, he loves those things. Him and Will.
What the fuck? If I knew that, my second daughter would have a different name.
Fantastic, Gordon Murphy. I hear Rogan is opening a comedy club in downtown Austin. That ought to be pretty awesome. Yeah, man, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rogan is all about the free speech. So yeah.
Down there,
Yeah, that's some costly property down there.
Yeah, well, I think Joe's got it. I think Joe's good for it, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing all right with that Spotify money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my nephew's working for him right now, and he's doing stuff like intravenous. If you get drunk the night before, and then you need some like a liquid IV, but in the vein sort of thing.
Yeah,
he's working doing that kind of stuff and everything.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Hey, more power to you.
Yeah, I need somebody around to do that to me, like on a Saturday morning. That'd be great.
Yeah, liquid IV is only so good,
Yeah,
it helps, but it takes a little bit.
I'm going tomorrow with one bloodshot eye.
Chat, what are we drinking? Very few people have shared what they're pouring tonight.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Let us know.
And don't forget to hit the thumbs up now.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
JH, cheers, man. Good to see you.
Hey, JH.
The dog has finally come down from barking upstairs to sit beside me.
Oh, well, that's good.
What are you doing,
At least
buddy?
he's calming down some now.
You done barking? You want to say hi to the people?
It's getting dark. There's no squirrels to bark at.
Up, up. Come on. You got to try harder than that. Come on. Come on. Turn.
Come on, you lazy dog.
Come on. Up. There you go.
Look at that fat boy.
Since Mason's at the hospital, I'm going to keep his presence alive with the old Scout 6 year.
Nice.
There we go. Say hi to the people. This is your chance to bark. This is when you're.
Oh, he's a tiny thing.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
DMC.
He's just a little guy.
Hey, DMC.
And
Oh.
he's sipping on 2XL, the Innkeeper's line.
Oh, pitties are the best, man.
Yeah, man. This is my boy here. It's my favorite dog. I've owned 11 of them, and he's the best.
Yep.
Sipping on some 2XO, the Innkeepers. Very nice.
Oh, very nice.
And then pouring some Green River. Also, cheers, David. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's a King Corso, right?
I got some of that when I was in Kentucky and tried it. I bought it from my brother-in-law. I also got him a bottle of what is 12-year-old? Shoot, I can't think. Hang on, I'll think of it.
The Hellhound, indeed. Black and Cast Strength TX edition, awesome. Poured blind by the wife. It's okay, not bad for. Yeah. I like my Black and Cast Strength as well. Go ahead, Mark. You were going to say
it was a Redbreast 12. He'd never tried it, and I picked him a bottle of that up, and I'm like, "You got to try this. It's really good." And he's like, "Okay," and he tried it. He's like, "Damn, son, you're right. This is so good. Why have I not tried this before?" I'm like, "I don't know, but now you know."
Sure, Giddy.
Hey, some more whiskey. Cheers, man, from Vegas. Awesome. Hope you're having a blast. I might be a masochist, but I like this George Dickley. No, I mean, I would say, honestly, my complaint with the AZ is it's just kind of, it's bourbon. Like, it's fine. It doesn't really wow me in any kind of way, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, you're a masochist if you intentionally buy this bottle like I did.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
I don't mind it. I wouldn't buy another bottle of it, but I don't mind it. I can tolerate it. I've had worse Dickel than I've had Dickel much worse than that.
Hey, all right, sure, Kitty. Cheers, brother. Good to see you. The Cat of Knowledge is signing out.
Chris is in here. Hey, Chris, look what I'm drinking.
Independent Joe, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you were doing well.
Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, Dan.
What do we got? What do we got in
Joe.
glass, Joe? Let us know. Look at these bunch of fine people to amuse me. while at work on a Saturday morning. Well, that sucks, Chris. Sorry to hear that.
We'll do our best, you know.
Yeah, we'll try. Although, you know, as Jim just showed off, maybe he knew you were coming, I would say. Jim knew you were coming.
I sensed it.
Little bit of a Yellowstone pick there for Chris. I have liked the age Dickel I've had. Yeah. I mean, the older
19-year pick.
You know, I'm just gonna say it the way I was gonna say it. The older Dickel is much tastier than the younger Dickel.
Dan, you lucky guy. I've never tried a Magnus yet. So
score, Dan.
I'll
Very
just
nice.
keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, actually, I haven't really promoted that at all tonight, but yes. Patreons, if you would like extra entries, then yes, you can. Of course, every $5 is an extra entry. If you want to win the sample pack tonight, that is the deal.
What is the sample pack?
It's whatever you guys want. So if you want Balcones, you can have that. If you want Elijah Craig flight or E.H. Taylor or Weller or Corbin Cash stuff, Larcenies, 1792 stuff. Got Storytime picks here. Nancy Fraley picks. Got plenty of those. Got 4. Yeah.
So you send me Still Austin and Corbin Cash, I'd be happy as hell.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you guys want, any 6 samples you want, you can have them. Anything I own. So
That's fantastic right there.
Yeah.
What else I got sitting around? All kinds of stuff.
I don't think I need anything from you because I've sent you about, I don't know, 5 or 6, 8 bottles, something like that.
I didn't get to watch Todd and Andy. I was at work Tuesday night. I cannot wait for that barrel to come out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that their pick is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm already going to get at least 2 or 3 bottles of that for sure.
So if I can get 2 or 3, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, that profile sounds amazing. I cannot wait.
Yeah. I agree, Gordon Mosey. Both of those are really good. The Redbreast 12 and the Green Spot are both very good.
The wine finished green spots are amazing.
Are they? I haven't gotten into those very much. I mean, I'm not much of a wine drinker, so, you know.
The red
like
wine
a
finish
sherry
on green
finish.
spot is amazing, though.
Okay.
I'll just
Also-
send you some of that. I have 2 of them.
Just want to throw it out there. Mods, if you could, please. If you're not a Patreon, you know, it's not too late. We haven't brought the wheel up yet. So if you want to get in on the sample giveaway, join Patreon.
Jump on in there.
And there you go. $5 a month. That's all it takes. And then you're in the giveaway. JH, I cracked my first bottle of Doc Holliday Bib. Great bottle.
Okay.
Dan, Deathless Dogs. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, man.
The dog.
Good show last night there. Man, these
always
hiccups
love
are
hanging
killing
out with Deathless Dogs.
Damn, freaking gummy hot dogs.
John Kranz, I picked up my first Magnus cigar blend today.
I didn't know there
Hell
was
yeah,
existed, but that is
Dan,
awesome, Dan. I'm so happy for you.
freaking goals. That is my goal this year, is to get a Magnus. I'm hoping pre 100 batch. That's the goal, but we'll see. As Great Shot knows, we almost had one, and I should have bought it when I saw it. Should have bought it when I saw it.
I tried. I'm like, get it now, get it.
Yeah, but then life happened, and oh well.
Yeah,
it's gone forever.
That's just how it goes.
Joe having a little Malort tonight. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I think Joe.
More power to you, Joe.
Punishing himself, I guess. Yes.
Well, I guess sometimes you have to try something bad to know how good everything else is.
There you go. When I say amuse me, it's more in the Ford Fairlane amusement. There you go. There you go. So
if dice out there, awesome.
If anyone would like extra entries, you Patreons, if you want any extra entries, Cash App right there, PayPal right there. You have to get extra entries on these samples. If otherwise, whatever level your Patreon is, that's how many entries you get. You guys know the deal. So, and there is Joe's channel right there. Go sub if you have not. Go show Joe all the love, the likes and the subs, and watch all the videos and comment and all the YouTube things.
Oh, there you go, Bourbon School.
G-Rock's happy now. He's got some Turkey 101 at the hotel. There you go.
Yeah.
And there is the Patreon. Thank you, Lou. Yeah. So again, folks, if you're not a Patreon and you want to be, if you want to get in on the sample giveaway, then there's the link right there, as well as the PayPal and Cash App. So there's all the links for all the things. All right, let's see here. What else we got here? 2 bottles for sure of 21090 pick. Yeah, man. Cannot
Definitely
wait.
do that.
Cannot wait for that bottle. Richie Z in the house.
Oh,
One of the greatest people on Whiskey Too. What's up, Richie? Good to see you, man.
Man, the myth, the legend right there.
That's it. How are you, Richie? Good to see you, as always. Let us know what you're drinking, man, if you do have anything in the glass. The new Green Spot, words I can't say, gate finish is not that good.
No.
Quails Gate.
Quails? Quails.
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 Is it just
like
quails?
the dove, like a quail.
Yeah, Quails Gate. Yeah, the bird.
I
Quail.
felt like quails is spelled differently in my head.
No, that's right.
They're tasty birds.
Yeah.
Very tasty birds.
They're tiny, but they are tasty.
What size of a dove?
If you got 10, then then it might be a meal.
That might be an appetizer platter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
quite
chicken
tasty.
wings. If you have a bunch of them, then it's not bad. But
Yeah.
if you have like one wing, then it's just you feel like you're homeless or something. I got my Storytime cigar batch this week. Cannot wait to crack it. Yeah, man. I was actually just drinking a little bit of this guy right here, which I told Travis.
The Port Night?
Yeah. Well, Port Night Rises.
Yep.
I told Travis from Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. I always get the combination of words. You know Travis.
That's right.
Yeah. He wants that bottle as well as my Port Night because he's a huge Batman fan. So I told him once I kill it, then actually I'll probably leave a little in there so he can try him himself. But
Don't worry about it. I got one. I'll give it to him. He's just down the road from me.
oh, that's right. Yeah, he's over there in Texas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's in San Antonio, and I'm up here in Austin.
Yeah.
Which I'm fixing to move from the place I'm at right now to a little closer to him. I'm moving down to Bastrop. Probably end of the month.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So the background's definitely going to change.
I'd say so. Yeah. I
and
thought
I'll have less airplane noise.
that's your place, though, isn't it, or no?
This place that I'm in right now? No,
Yeah.
I've been renting.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been renting this place for the last 3 years. Almost. End of July. Actually, beginning of July would be 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to get the heck out. You know, I've got a new house now that I'm fixing to move into. In fact, I got to go meet with the guy tomorrow, the general contractor, and we're going to walk through and I'm going to point out, this is screwed up, that's screwed up. You got to fix all this crap, you know.
Yeah.
So we're going to do
Give him
that
a punch
tomorrow.
list, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get some blue tape and put on the walls and go, hey, you know, fix all this, you know. But
This is where you're putting my whiskey shelves.
no, that's going to be on me. I'm going to do my own man cave thing myself. So that's going to be, it'll be down the road a little bit before I'm live from that point.
Okay.
But it'll be pretty cool when I get done.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Well, glad to hear you're getting your own place. That's always a good feeling.
Oh, always a plus. Yes, for sure.
T-Rob, cheers, y'all. Finally back at the hotel and drinking some Wild Turkey 101. Hell yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
Now we're living. No more Bud. All right. Cheers, Blue. I'm in for 2 extra entries via Cash App Shop. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Freaking awesome. AZ won 4 samples earlier. Awesome. Good stuff. Where are we at here? Everybody cheersing each other. Sean cracked the new Booker's Charlie's batch. It's good.
Ooh, nice.
I'd say so. What are prices like out there in California on the Bookers? Around here, they're roughly $100. Be curious if that's nationwide or.
Gordo, which green spot did you skip for yellow?
Man, getting attacked by June bugs.
If it was the Leoville Barton, I would have taken the Barton over to the yellow.
There you go.
Okay.
Agreed.
I have the normal green spot. I don't have any of those
Big butterscotch.
Different ones.
Leoville Barton is finished in a red Zinfandel cask. It's really good.
I do have a sample
There
of
you
the
go.
gold spot
No,
that I'm
wait,
interested to
that's-
try.
That's not
The Chateau.
Red Sin. What is it?
Something like that.
Ooh, yeah, that's too much for Booker's, Tim. Oof.
Some pheasants flew out in front of me on a road the other day. I think they are displaced by the flooding. Okay.
Pheasants.
Where are you at, Corn and Whiskey?
Pheasants good eating.
Where's flooding? No,
First, you got the Bookers for 80. Oh, you lucky guy! I would have done that too.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about with the horse head? If you're talking about the guy with the horse head with the buckets in the shower, that's freaking fantastic. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that guy's great. Yeah. Since I will never see a Joe Magnus cigar blend, I can suggest a Doc Swinson triple cast drink. Yeah, man.
Okay.
But friggin' goals though is getting a Magnus pre-100 batch this year. That's yeah.
T-Rob sent me a reel this afternoon, but I haven't watched it yet. I wonder if that's it.
True enough.
What was Jim laughing at? How far behind am I?
Jeez.
It's true. Garrison Brothers is twice the price of any other. Yeah, for sure, and not as good. Also,
exactly. Yeah, stick with the Still Austin.
Yeah.
For Texas whiskey right now, unless you can get to like Crowded Barrel or something like that, get some of their stuff. That's really good stuff there. But normal people that you can actually see around in like Total Wine or something like that, Still Austin, go with that.
Yeah. For sure. Gordon Murphy, welcome to the crew, man. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Cheers, brother. Thank you. You will be on the wheel for sure.
What the fuck did I miss last night? That's what I was laughing at.
What now?
This is what I was laughing at right here. What the fuck did I miss last night?
Steve Rob sitting in the hotel room with some red panties on his head after. Yeah, fair. I don't know. Apparently, I was not around for that portion of Dan's stream. I was a bit in bed, I guess. I missed the red panties on the head. I don't know. That would have been memorable for sure. Last Bookers you saw in South Carolina was 119. Good Lord.
Too much.
It's just Bookers, people. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, but it ain't worth all that.
Oh, man. Yeah. For 80, yeah, I'd buy Bookers for 80.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's a deal these days on Bookers. Yeah, awesome, Richie. Good stuff, man. Yeah, but 119, no, hard pass. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the guy with the horse head, yeah, playing the buckets in the tubs. That guy's freaking great. You guys should stop watching me and just go watch his videos. They're phenomenal. I live right. But okay, that makes sense. That's the flooding we're talking about. Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah, we're supposed to get like 5 to 7 inches down here tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean we got some rain today, but it wasn't wet.
It's going to get pretty thick here around 3 or 4 in the morning.
I mean, I worked in the rain today, so it wasn't bad. It was more like misting most of the time, and then there was some actual rain occasionally. My last Bookers was Beaten Biscuits from the end of 2019, 75, still over half full too. Yeah. I got one, was it last year's? The first batch from last year's, which is what, Ronnie's? Is that right? I don't know. I can't remember. It's over there. Got it for $69.99 at Walmart though, so I couldn't pass it up for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I got both. The finished green spots for $65 a piece of PA on the yearly clearance sale. Hey,
perfect. Heck yeah.
Clearance? Heck yeah, JH. Minnesota snow melt. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Freaking Minnesota. Come on, Greg and Ben. Get your act together up there. I haven't seen those guys tonight. I don't know where the Bourbon Note guys are, but hopefully they're having a great time somewhere. Although their snow is causing problems. I think I skipped the green spot. Chateau Liville
Barton. Yep. That's actually a red French red Bordeaux cask. That's probably the best of the green spots.
All these fancy names, man. You know, so I'm like mildly allergic to my dog. So anytime he touches my skin, I get a rash. So that's
dang.
That's why I'm scratching my leg here. I'm not doing other weird things. I'm not like jerking off midstream or anything.
Turn your head golf.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like it. I mean, I would show you, but yeah.
Somebody clip that.
No, we don't.
Clip that until Whiskey Wars plays pocket pool.
Yeah, there you go. Man, Peter White was gifted a Just Magnus Cigar Batch Pre-100 from Sugar Kitty. Damn, look at Sugar Kitty dropping the baller bottles there on Peter White. That's fantastic. Yeah. Actually, poor, but if you see the Doc Swenson's triple cast, you will not be disappointed. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind, Peter White. My wife lured me away from Dan's stream last night. Oh, I see.
Okay.
I gotcha. Understood.
Those dogs went OnlyFans for a minute.
Yeah. Well, you know, when duty calls, you know, you gotta. Yeah.
I have that bottle, Gordon. It's good.
Fred's really good, but I wouldn't take my. Okay, fair enough.
I have it. It's good.
Fred is really good. I agree.
Yeah, Chris, 24 bottles.
Had a great Magnus 96.
Wow. Oh, that's brutal, Chris.
Oh, here's Mr. Whiskey Chip.
There goes my TV trying to save power again. Apparently, we've hit the 4-hour mark at somehow.
All right, well, fellas, I'm gonna cut out of here. We'll see. Are you coming on with the next stream soon, or?
Yes, actually. Thank you for reminding me. I need to get the wheel together and get winter done. That way, I can hop over to Mash and Metal in like 10 minutes. So yeah, Good reminder, Mark. Whiskey Shits, cheers, man. Also, cheers, Mark, Northwest Bourbon. 2 more great channels there. You guys should be subscribed to if you're not. Northwest Bourbon and of course Live Wire Whiskey. Yeah, great channels there. Go support them. Let me get this Patreon wheel together. You guys entertain the folks. Talk about whatever you want, except for penises. Don't talk about penises. Anything else is totally fine.
Well, you know, back in the southern.
Back in my day, I like the girthy one. No, so yeah, whatever. Do your thing. I'm gonna try and be mildly entertaining while I get this freaking wheel going.
William Hall was like, "Whiskey Wars. This is YouTube, not OnlyFans. Wrong channel."
Yeah. I get confused sometimes. I'm in front of a camera and I just,
this is pool. Chalk your cue off the screen.
Hey, I'm pretty good at pool now.
That's a new one.
All right, let's hop over here.
Cheers, Adam.
Let me clear the board. All right, so of course, many of the Patreons are in chat already, and have but
we're trying, Peter. We're trying.
Let's see here.
Yeah, Adam has a very interesting brandy bottle. Yep.
Okay.
You haven't seen that Shane's brandy bottle?
I don't think I have.
It's a 375. It's called Adam. I think it's from Armenia. It's a brandy, and it's shaped like a male member glass.
Oh, you know what? I take it back. I think I have seen that now that I think about it a while back. Yeah. Yep.
I looked it up on like Wine Searcher to see where you could buy it, and pretty much anywhere, and it's like only like $30.
We were talking about flats and wieners on Deathless Dogs last night.
I guess I'm glad I was at work and I missed that.
Yeah, me too.
You missed Deathless Dogs last night?
I worked second shift Monday through Thursday. So I missed everything.
Gummy Oscar Mayer hot dogs.
I saw the thumbnail, but I haven't ever watched it.
They were pretty horrifying looking. Apparently, they kind of tasted, I guess, pineapple-y. Dan, if you want to confirm that. Like they had
I remember he did the gummy Kraft mac and cheese.
Well, hot damn! Look at all you guys signed up for Patreon tonight. I have to interrupt. Bourbon School, Brian, thank you so much. Gordon Murphy, again, thank you. And William Hall, all signed up for Patreon tonight. You guys, freaking awesome. Thank you so much. You will be on the wheel And yeah, thank you for the support. You guys are. I mean, honestly, Patreons are the only thing that really supports this channel because YouTube doesn't do jack. I get like $20 to $30 a month, which is, you know, it's. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not much these days.
And then they tax you for that.
Yeah, exactly. Then they take out taxes on top of that. So yeah, it's in the end, I get like $15 a month from YouTube. Yeah, so yeah, Patreons, thank you so much. You guys are the best. So appreciate the support. Let me get this wheel together. I just wanted to interrupt to say that. So thank you again. You guys keep talking about penises or whatever you guys were doing.
No, thank you.
No, thanks. We're good.
So, Found North just announced the next
A single barrel?
yeah, their next email list only single barrel.
Yeah.
Finished in PX sherry barrels.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I got a link from that. I don't remember if it was Dusty Dan or somebody on Patreon today, but I saw a thing about that.
Yeah, apparently it's dropping next week. I'm like, oh god damn it!
I like that the Pedro Jimenez sherry. That's pretty good.
I love Found North, and I'm like, put Found North in a heavily sherry barrel. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I was like, god damn it! I swore buying bottles and I was doing good, and then I found North like, dang it, fuck.
Found North is the one that is worth the money for me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, even if it's, you know, like the first one was $100 and like $25 for shipping, I'll do that again for this one if that's what it is. Because
the only one I have is batch 4, and I paid $140 that, and it was worth every penny on that. It's probably the best Canadian whiskey I've ever had.
I haven't had much Canadian whiskey that I care for anymore.
And
I used to love Crown Royal, but nowadays, I can't even drink it.
I was talking to Terrell because I killed it now, but there's the Monarch 75th anniversary edition Crown Royal. Yeah, that was the original Crown Royal from 1939.
Oh,
It was made for the King and Queen's visit to Canada. That's why they call it Crown Royal. So this is the original, and this batch 4 tastes like a barrel-proof version of that.
Oh.
And
that was made in Kentucky, though, right?
No, Crown Royal's all Canadian.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were sourcing it out of Kentucky and shipping it up to them.
All right, folks, if you could, everyone that is a Patreon, check in by just saying words. Doesn't really matter what you say. Just let me know you're here. That's all you got to do. Obviously, the ones on screen. Yeah.
Word up.
The Found North I can't get. Sorry, Peter White. Yeah, that's
thank you. Thank you. Thank you again, Brian. Thank you again, Gordon. Thank you again, William. Appreciate the support. Yeah, so just say any words. Say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just let me know that you are here in chat. That's all you got to do. And then name goes on the wheel. A couple people I'm throwing on, well, really just one, Mark Mace. I'm going to throw him in because, you know, he did check in earlier, and I know he's got stuff going. So, yeah, I think he... yeah,
he's fine.
Yeah.
So, T-Rob in the house.
He needs prayers right now, so...
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
What's going on?
Sister-in-law is in the hospital.
Sister-in-law, yeah, something with a heart.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
The bird's a word.
And yeah, Gordon Murphy, I've seen the Crown Royal 18, and every time I've seen it, I've gone, not for that price. It's like it's intriguing for what they're asking for it. No,
it's Canadian, so I'm like, no, pass.
Well, I'm not checked PayPal yet, so thank you for reminding me. Where is my PayPal? Here.
Mark down in
Mason.
Texas, if you ever see a Crown Royal hand-selected barrel, I would snatch those up.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a single barrel, but it's 103 proof.
Oh.
So if you want a really good tasting Crown, if you see one, snap it up.
I used to love Crown. I mean, that was my drink of choice, years ago, was Crown and Coke. But nowadays, I don't like Crown and I don't like Coke. So,
hear you on that.
Nowadays, it's, whiskey straight, Get off of me, Junebug.
I mean, maybe an honorary, yes.
Nowadays it's whiskey and neat or a decent beer. Occasionally I'll have a nice mixed drink of some sort, like old fashioned or something along those lines. But last weekend, it was my friend's birthday, and we had my wife wanted to do a martini thing. So they had like vodka. They had gin martinis, and I had a vodka martini. I had one.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Bourbon school. Some people have a bad experience with something, and they don't want to ever have it again.
I've tried it again, but I don't care for it anymore. My tastes have definitely changed. Thanks, Jim. Now I'm into Scotch. You
I tell you,
I really get.
It just that's the thing, Mark. Is it just keeps spreading your whiskey interest, and then you're just broke all the time.
I was like you. I'm a Kentucky boy, so bourbon, of course.
Red XR.
And then now it's growing into a little bit of Irish, and then a little bit of Scotch now, and now I'm getting into some of the peated Scotches and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, what you bastards!
I'm telling you, man.
But it's good. It's all good. It's nice to be able to branch around and try different things, and find some stuff that like a nice light Scotch that's not really overly peated or something. That's only like an 80 proofer, but still has lots of really good nose notes and palate notes. It's good.
There you go.
Compared to like say 118 proof bourbon or 125 proof bourbon or something like that, where you can only have like one or two before you go slightly off the deep end.
No.
So
almost got it together here, folks. Just another second or so.
Ardbeg. Yep. Jim's one of the ones that got me into Ardbeg Ugadal. Yeah. Oh, that's some tasty stuff right there. Man, I had never tried it before, and I got to try some of that, and I'm like, dang, this is like a burnt ends. It's like barbecue burnt ends to me. I'm like, wow, this is completely different from any kind of whiskey that I've ever tried in my life before. It's really tasty, and I've already finished off a whole bottle of that stuff. I got to get a new one.
Glad to hear it.
But it's different. And then like Lagavulin 16, I got a sample from you from that, and I went out and bought a bottle of that, and it's really good stuff.
Yeah,
all right,
it's just different. The prices have gotten kind of silly.
Yeah, it's getting a little higher now. All the Scotch is going up, but then again, all the whiskey and bourbon is going up too. So
All right, folks. I believe what the hell kind of layout do I have going on right now? Okay, let's.
It's a little different.
Different. I haven't seen that one before.
There we go. That's better.
No, I think that's one of my custom layouts. There we go. That works better.
Shine that up real good and spin it.
All right.
Don't forget to shuffle.
Yeah, well, I'm not spinning yet. So if you are here, thank you. First off, thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Yeah, I love this show. But if you are here and you do not see your name, please let me know. I believe I have everybody's entries. I believe I have everybody that is a Patreon here as well. But if you are here and you do not see your name, I'm going to give it a minute or so. Let me just refresh PayPal and Cash App just to make sure I got everybody's extra entries. I believe I did, but let me just double check here. Wait a second.
Bacon. Yummy.
Hey, Mark, if you like lightly peated whiskeys and Japanese food, if you find this bottle.
This what, Hibiki?
No, this is Nika Yuichi.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I have seen the Nickel by the barrel around here.
Yeah. The Yuichi is kind of a lightly peated.
Okay.
So it's going to remind you a little bit of Isla.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
How I feel about my whiskey.
So no one has spoken up, so I believe I have everyone. Yes? Last chance now. I'm shuffling.
There you go, William.
We're about to spin. Last chance to check in. If you are a Patreon and you do not say your name on the wheel, I'm going to give it like 10 seconds to say words.
Don't see Tommy D in there.
Well,
he's a patron.
Not
Says
to
he
me.
is.
I mean, unless he just became one. Let me double check.
I think you said probably why. That's why he's being a smart ass, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
He's not a patron. I'm sorry.
Like I said, he could have just become one, but he wasn't a second ago.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I believe I do have everyone. All right. Here we go. Someone's winning some samples. Good luck, everybody. Cheers.
Spin it up.
Whiskey wheel goes round and round.
And who do we got?
William Hall.
Just became a Patreon tonight, already winning.
Excellent.
Congratulations, William Hall. So since you are a Patreon, you can just contact me on Patreon and let me know what samples you want. If you don't see the ones you want on the list, which is really out of date, I need to update it. Then just ask me about whatever. Yeah, well, I'll make sure you get some stuff that you like. And congrats again, man. Thank you again for signing up tonight for Patreon. Much appreciated. Yes. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. I am actually something like 3 minutes late for Mash Metal, but I mean, you guys know the deal.
That's normal.
Yeah.
I'm headed over there now.
All right, I'm out. We'll see y'all later on.
The same folks that or will be there are here. So thanks again, everybody that signed up tonight. Thank you for all you Patreons that are continuing to support the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for hanging out on another Friday night here on Whiskey Wars. Let me stop presenting this freaking wheel. Hopefully we'll see you over at Mash Metal. Everybody have a good night. Cheers. We are out.